An unexpected official server update just dropped. What's new is an adjusted fighter emblem and the usual hero adjustments. I'm excited to try everything out, but today, let's just focus on Clint. He got a buff where his ultimate skill cooldown and recharge time has been reduced in the late game. Is it enough to make him a meta pick, or is it just enough to fix his issues? Without further ado, let's try it out in a solo rank game.
Round 1. Fight!
In this match, you probably already guessed it, we're playing in gold lane. Anyways, my lane opponent is Lapu Lapu. I was hoping it was Ruby, but I guess Lapu Lapu isn't much of a difference. Clint is actually a decent pick if your opponent picks a fighter gold lane, since he's already good early on. But it doesn't change the fact that they can easily outsustain you, so you still have to be careful in the laning phase. Not even 5 minutes into the game, and I already made a mistake. I checked the bush, even though it was unnecessary. And even worse, the enemy mid laner rotated to me, so I was forced to recall. Because of that, I missed one minion wave. Thankfully, Kagura rotated and killed Lapu Lapu.
An enemy has been slain.
As someone who mainly plays in EXP lane, I have a really bad habit of carrying my fighter mindset in the gold lane. That's why I like playing heroes like Clint and Granger, who is a hero that can fight early on.
Bye, have a great time.
Keep the iron hot and your
It seemed that Kagura was gaining an early advantage, so I decided to double lane, which is basically going on another lane to get more gold and EXP, commonly the mid lane. When you're up against fighters in the gold lane, the best move is to play safe. Most fighter users hate it when they're up against someone who's always in the tower, yet trash talks them once they get ganked. Also, the main idea of a fighter gold lane is to dominate in the early game, not just in their lane, but also in team fights. That's why it's more effective in 5-man or trio, but it can also work in solo game. I just hate it when we actually need a marksman like Carry, but they force Ruby gold lane.
And then I go this way, and then I go that way. Oh god, oh my god.
As someone who likes playing Clint, I often notice that he does have a hard time in the late game. Reducing his skill 3 cooldown was a good move, since now, once you reach the late game, you can freely spam your ultimate skill without worrying much about its cooldown. Honestly, I can't think of anything that would improve Clint's strength aside from lowering his cooldowns or increasing his damage or range. If he ever gets a revamp, he'd basically have to become a completely different hero, because all of his skills and his passive are designed to perfectly complement each other.
Has been slain. Slain. Killing spree. Triple kill.
The enemy team is full of tanky and sustain heroes, so it's hard for me to show Clint's early game dominance. Our team composition is honestly pretty bad. Angela Roam and Yin Jungle isn't exactly the best combo. Thankfully, we managed to get an early game advantage, even though, on paper, the enemy should have been the ones winning. We're already dominating in this match. Even our Yin is crushing the enemies. But this one Kagura play is the one that ended the game. Everyone really feels more skilled once there's a gold gap, me included. Anyway, that's it for the first game, and we ended it pretty easily.
back to square one.
Victory!
Honestly, even though our team composition wasn't that good, my teammates made up for it with their micro and macro skills.
Good job!
Round 2. Ready. Fight!
In this match, I'm finally laning against another marksman. I'm up against Obsidia, the newest hero in the official server. It should be an easy lane since she needs stacks and items to become strong, and that only happens later. Definitely not during the laning phase.
End of a dragon's maw.
Here, we could have killed both enemies if Alucard got in and out of the turret. In the end, both roamer died. I could have killed Obsidia, but I automatically pressed auto attack instead of manually locking Obsidia.
Enemy.
I made another mistake here. I didn't land my ultimate skill properly, and even though my first skill is hitting, the damage is reduced because it hits the minions.
You have been slain.
I was planning to show why Killing Spree is a good emblem for Clint, but it's probably not the right choice for this match, because of their Estus. In this situation, Lethal Ignition is better, but the difference isn't big enough to be a game changer. It still depends on what you prefer.
Launch attack. Okay. Double kill.
Not even 5 minutes into the game, and our team, mainly Alucard, is already trash-talking each other.
You can't help.
I don't really see a problem in Gatot, since he's doing his job as a roamer properly.
Dragon's maw!
You have slain an enemy. Ally has been slain.
This is my build and emblem, and as I always say, adjust your build depending on the situation and try experimenting yourself instead of blindly trusting everything from me. I've been using the fighter emblem lately because the sustain feels great, and I don't really feel like Clint needs extra damage. But you can still use the assassin emblem if you prefer shredding enemies early on.
Retreat.
In this line of work, you can't
Initiate
help
retreat.
flip.
You might not notice the difference if you haven't been playing Clint recently, but if you have, you can definitely feel it, especially if you love spamming his ultimate every time it's available.
Enemy. Request attack. Okay. Initiate retreat. Launch attack. Double kill.
Two things to remember when using Clint. Try to save your second skill. It's your only repositioning skill and your only control skill, so use it properly. And make sure to use your basic attack after every skill to activate his passive, instead of using his skills as fast as you can.
I never planned on losing. The dragon stables could use a new hand.
Initiate retreat. Request backup. Understood. Launch attack. Ally has you have slain an enemy. Ally has been slain. Kill.
I never planned.
Overall, Clint's buff might seem small and insignificant, but it's actually a really good buff that increases his late-game potential. As a Clint user, I can say that even before the update, he was already strong. So with this buff, he's definitely someone who can fit in the meta. If you've reached this part of the video, consider giving a like and subscribing to the channel so we can hit 1,000 subscribers. Anyways, what do you think about this Clint buff? Drop your thoughts in the comments section below.